So welcome, welcome, welcome. What I want to do very quickly here is go through and show you, just give you sort of a maybe a little bit different perspective or look at what stock options is and sort of how it works, and then explain to you what you're going to get in the boot camp if you decide to enroll in our boot camp so you can learn to trade the stock options based on what I'm going to show you here. So check this out. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Forrest Knight. I live out here in St. Louis, Missouri with my awesome wife. I've been trading, this April will be 4 years. I started learning stock options a year ago, January, and it's absolutely changed my life. Our educator that teaches us is phenomenal. Probably one of the best educators I've ever seen. Very top to bottom, no gatekeeping, stays on point, doesn't get distracted, makes it really, really easy to learn how to trade. And again, some of the techniques and strategies that she teaches, you can use to trade anything you want. So let's jump in this without any further ado. So here's some of the points we're going to talk about, right? Broker deposits. Say, for example, you're going to have to open a broker account just like you would anywhere else to trade with. You've got to have money to trade with. The neat thing about this is as you're going through the boot camp and learning, you can open up what's called a paper trading account or a demo account. So you don't have to use your real funds. Disclaimer, this is for informational purposes only. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. Don't trade if you don't like to lose. There's this past performance doesn't guarantee future results. My performance doesn't guarantee your results. So don't trade if you don't have money to trade with, or if you're trying to get rich. This isn't a get rich quick deal. It takes time to learn how to trade. You've got to give yourself time to learn how to do this. You're going to open up a broker account, right? And you're going to open up, in that broker account, you're going to have basically a demo account, aka a paper trading account, and then you can add real money, right? And for this example, this doesn't matter if you're on the paper trading account side or the live trading account side. Let's say, for example, that you're starting out with $1,000. Now, what happens in stock options, and again, our boot camp will basically break all this stuff down. I'm sort of doing the very abbreviated process to show you what happens. So the first thing you would do is you're going to come in and analyze, and this happens to be QQQ, which is ran through Invesco. If you don't know what that is, go Google it, right? And let's say based on the analysis, it comes up here, and I look at this and I say, okay, if the next candle opens at this level, I'm going to get in here, and based on my analysis, I'm going to take it down, and I'm going to get out down here. So this is purple line to purple line. This is going to be where I'm going to get in and get out of my trade. Right, so I've decided that that's what I'm going to do. When price opens at this level, right, I'm going to actually run this through so you can see it. When price opens at this level, I'm going to buy a contract at a strike point, right? And you'll learn what that means through the boot camp, right? So for a strike point, we'll just say, for example, it's 538.87. This is just an example for those that you know how to trade. This is an example purposes for people that don't understand this. I want to keep it simple. I don't want to go too deep. But you're going to buy a contract at a strike point. You're going to go into your Thinkorswim trading software or whatever trading software you're using, and you're going to choose a contract and hit submit. Basically what that means. So example, in your trading software, right, you're going to see contract examples from $77 to $213. So what does this mean? So when you are trading stock options, you are not buying the stock. You're buying a contract in that stock. The contract is a dollar amount based on where you feel comfortable getting in. So for example, I have a $1,000 account. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy a contract for $77 because it's in there. And again, I'm not going to go into teaching you how to find the contracts right now. That's actually in the boot camp. But let's say you want to buy the contract for $77, right? Your profit is increased by each point or $1 move, right? So every time your contract goes from this point to this point, to this point, to this point, you're going to increase you're going to make more money. So what does that mean? So in this example, you get into a contract for $77. And just for example purposes, this isn't exact, right? Because this can go up and down and fluctuate. That doesn't mean that, oh, you said I can buy a contract for $77. Every time it moves 30, at one point I'm gonna get 31 bucks. That's not what I said. This is example purposes only so you can understand the math and how cool this is. So I did my analysis. I'm going to open my trade here when it hits this level here at 538.87. When it gets down to this point here, I'm going to earn $31. Now there's delta and gamma and some things you'll learn in that, and it actually increases more than that. But again, this is just an example of how this works. So when it gets to my first target profit area, I would take my $77 and add $31 to it. So now I've added $31 to it. When it moves to my next level, I'd say I'd add another $31 here. Now you notice I decided I was going to get out here based on my analysis, and there's level, whatever. I decide I want to get out here. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to make money from this point down to where I exit. It just means I won't make the next entire point move. So I'm going to make money from this point to this point, no matter how long it takes to get here. Now, we set stop losses and we have things like that just in case price decides to go this way. I might say I'm on a $1,000 account. I might want to set a $25 stop loss, $50 stop loss, whatever. I'm going to set a stop loss. So for some reason, my analysis is whacked and price goes this way. I'm only going to lose $50. I'm never going to lose my entire $1,000, right? Because I've got a stop loss. I bought a contract for $77. So what happens at the end of this? I've got my $77 contract that I purchased, right? I made $31 plus $31 plus whatever the difference is in here. We'll say it's 25 bucks. So I've got $62 plus 25. So that's $86 that I've earned on my $77. The very next day, I go back into my $1,000 account, right? Because I bought a contract for $77. So this $1,000 account would actually go down to $933. Tomorrow, it's going to be $1,000 plus what I earned, the 31, and say, for example, maybe the $25 in this run, because I entered the contract, I entered here, it went here for each point. And again, this is an exact science. I don't want people to say, well, Forrest, that's not how the QQQ works. I know it doesn't. This is just for example. This to give you an idea, you can do this on SPY, SPX, or any ticker that you decide to trade. They're all going to have different examples of contract sizes. They're all going to have different amounts that is going to move in what they call their delta and their gamma. They're going to move. These dollar amounts are going to be different. But again, this is just an example of how this works. So the next day, your $77 would be added back to your 1,000 plus whatever your profit is when you got in here and got out here. So I'm going to hit the play button on this just so you see what it looks like. And the reason I want to hit the play button is because a lot of times price doesn't go like shabam. It comes down and comes back up and then it comes back down, and it'll finally get down here to where I want to get out of the trade here. So let me hit the play button down here. And that's what it looked like in real life. So real life entered here, right? My get out point is here. It pulled back a little bit. It came back down here. And all in all, when it finally hit my get out point, I got out here with a profit. Now I traded SPY this morning, right? I traded SPY this morning. I got in at a 610 contract. I got in at what they call a 610 strike. And this morning, you can see right here the profits. This is how much money I made entering at a 610 strike. Actually ended that bought that contract in. The contract was, I want to say, $140-ish, somewhere in that range, I believe. It was about $140. I purchased that contract. I got in and got out. And you say, well, how come? Oh, because again, I purchased the 140 contract that comes back to me tomorrow. Plus on top of what I earned this amount here today trading. So absolutely excited about that. If you'd like to get into the trading, if you'd like to get into the boot camp, here's some of the things that you can expect, right? Here's the curriculum, right? They're designed for the beginner. You're going to get an introduction of basically what is it. You're going to set up your broker. We go through and show you how to set up your broker. You're going to set up, we'll show you how to set up your trading software and learn how to use that. We'll show you how to enter trades into your trading software. We'll show you charting basics so you understand this stuff here, right? We'll show you charting basics so you understand that, right? They're going to talk about what type of trader are you? Are you a scalper, a day, or swing trader? We're going to show you entry methods. It's like, how do I get in? When do I get into a trade? When do I get out? We're going to teach you how to learn your market, right? What are you trading? Are you trading QQQ, SPY, SPX, NVIDIA, Microsoft, eBay, Walmart? What are you trading, right? We're going to also learn price action. It's all these little candles in here. What do these mean, right? You'll learn what these mean and how they tell you to get in or get out of the market. You're going to learn that. You're going to learn how trade ideas work. Our educators drop out trade ideas 2 to 3 times a week, and she's going to teach you how to use those trade ideas to go in and make money based on the stuff that you've learned up here. This is not a copy and paste deal. You cannot just copy and paste stock options trade ideas because that's not how it works, right? You're going to create a trading plan for your success. We'll do this. We're going to talk about mindset and psychology, which is 95% of trading. All live classes are recorded for your access as long as your monthly tuition and membership is current. The neat thing I like about this is our educators assign homework and review it live, which is very, very informational. If you go in and you submit your homework, she'll review it. You're going to get continuing education to move you from beginner to advanced. And then you're going to also be invited to join our private traders community with me and a whole bunch of others of us, where we do group trading live 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. We do group Q&As 4 times a week to review and have questions about what we've learned. And then optional, you're going to be able to get 40 plus trade ideas and signals per week given through the Academy, which include US 30, NAS, JP25, gold, crypto, Forex, RFX, and stock options trade ideas. Of course, you're learning stock options, so you might want to focus on those trade ideas. Neat thing about I like the trade ideas is when I go in and I mark up my charts and I do the analyze the charts, and then the educator comes in and puts the ideas in and says, hey, this is where you get in, this is where you get out, and it's very close to what I did. It makes me feel very, very, very good. So if you'd like to learn how to trade stock options, you want more information on our Stocks Academy, shoot me a text. My phone number should be popping up right here. Shoot me a text message. Tell me who you are, and we'll connect probably on Zoom, and we'll walk you through the process of showing you what you need to do to get enrolled. Again, this is not a get-rich-quick deal. You're not going to learn how to trade overnight. Disclaimer. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. Don't trade if you don't like to lose. Don't jump in this thinking you're going to learn how to do this in a couple of weeks. I would seriously plan on 18 months. Now, I'm not saying you have to wait 18 months to trade a live account. I'm saying wait till 18 months till you can get good enough if you show up on a regular basis, right? If you show up once a month for 18 months, you're not going to learn how to trade. You need to be dedicated and focused and showing up just like you're going to be a heart surgeon or whatever. You got to show up every single day doing this. Now, do you have to be on every live class? No, because they're recorded, but you do need to put something on your calendar so that you can get really, really good at this. Classes are stupid, ridiculously affordable. The first month's 149 bucks. Every month after that, tuition is $99. There's no contract. You can get in, get out whenever you want to. Again, I would recommend making a commitment to stay tuned in, stay plugged in to the classes for the next 18 months on the minimum so that you can understand this and have a plan. And you'll work with me and I'll work with you to set up a plan so that you can work it around your work schedule, your mom's schedule, your dad's schedule, whatever schedule you have, so you can learn this craft. Then you can come and hang out with me and the crew, and we'll have a lot of fun. So again, disclaimers popping up right here. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My phone number is scrolling right, or should be popping up right here on the screen. Shoot me a text first and tell me who you are, and then we'll set up a time to chat from there. I look forward to seeing you in the Academy. Happy trading. Happy 2025.